I'm here with a member of the Kenya Red Cross team, and she's going to be able to shed more light on the incredible work going on around the program where they're working on the shoes in needy communities. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Julie. My name is Wangeshi Mathenge, and I work in organization development for the Kenya Red Cross. This department deals with the volunteers, the governance, and the youth. But we're also then involved in the program that is looking at the social issues. And as you said, now we deal with the Shoes program in partnership with our friends from the US, known as the Tom's Company. So we've had this partnership for about 3-4 years.
How many children, how many lives have you transformed? How many shoes have you given out?
Honestly, Julie, that would be, from the last 3-4 years, we've done at least 2 million pairs of shoes.
Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah. At least 2 million pairs of shoes. I'm sure it would actually be more. But you know, when you talk about who has been impacted, it's not just the child, but even the family of the child. Just to be able to wear your first pair of shoes. I mean, you look at the emotion of the children, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And whether they're in primary school or in high school, it's just amazing to be able to then give them their first pair of shoes.
It was wonderful watching it happen. But what is the importance of a pair of shoes? The dignity that comes with it. What have you seen it do for the lives of those children?
You know, as you mentioned, it talks about the dignity of the person. Mm. There's also something interesting that we found, that even some would probably go to school more, so that those who had probably stopped going to school, in some areas they would then go to school because now at least their feet are protected. Right. And the beauty with the shoes that we get from Tom's is that we have two types. We have those we call the canvas, which are like the ngoma, mm-hmm. and then you'll have, they look a little bit like Crocs, but they're not Crocs, okay. But they're for wet weather. So in areas, especially where the weather it gets wet, and with wetness comes even the inconvenience of maybe jiggers or that kind of thing. So that shoe then assists them to be able to still move around their daily lives, and as we said, even just keep them in school. Initially, when we started the program, we were just targeting a few children in the school, whom the teachers identify and say these maybe are the most vulnerable, and of course the school has been helped us by the county. But we realized that in some way we'd also add stigma. Because why does this person have this pair of shoes?
And another doesn't.
And the other doesn't. So that we said, no, let's just work with the director of education and let's identify all the schools that are vulnerable and give every child. And that way, I mean, you feel part of it. I mean, it's like wearing uniform in school. It's all equal now. So that's part of the benefit of the program.
That's really important. Let's give them a round of applause for that work that they do. What would your message to everybody who's watching be on how we can all as community come together and really transform our communities for the better?
Okay. Thanks for that. And even I think as I say, what can we do? I really must say thank you to everyone who already contributes one or another to the Red Cross. And even in whatever you're doing to help community, thank you very much. I think it does not go unseen. What we can do then together is just look at what the need is in your community. It may be small. It may be, as you said, for us, it was a pair of shoes. For someone else, it may just be even the access to education. And if there's any way that you can support someone in your community, then please go ahead. With the Kenya Red Cross, I know we are working with the Tom's company, Tom's. If anyone still wants to partner with us and say, yes, let me see how we can assist, then that will be good. A few challenges, of course, some people want to use it for other mileage or maybe just to boost their name. We don't encourage that. But if you're indeed doing something to help the community, please then go ahead. Continue playing Shinda Washinde, if I can say that. It is contributing to meeting the needs of the communities.
Thank you so much. I'm going to connect you to a team. We have done something called the Natembea campaign for many years, and those young people can work with you on what you're doing with Tom. Same idea is to get shoes to the most needy. But right now I want to introduce a special person who's in our audience as well today. He's a young man who started a campaign called Ficha Uchi, and in so many ways it connects with this idea of giving dignity to young people. Let's give a warm round of applause to Billion Chiwa as he comes up to join us. Billion, I heard of you through Ibua Africa as we were trying to discover young people who are doing incredible things in communities, and you're one of them. You started a campaign called Ficha Uchi. Tell us, where are you from? Why did you start this?
I'm Billion Okoto Jiwa. I come from Madare. So when going to school in Mathare, most of us go to school without a decent school uniform. So that is where we started. So most of the schools were affected. So we have a network of university students from Mathare. So we try to look for the needs and approaches on how to solve these needs. So one of it was the Ficha Uchi, the uniform. So we started Ficha Uchi. Then growing, the need was everywhere. So we opened the circle. So now we have an amazing team that is working to make sure that kids across the country get decent school uniforms.
Wow, that's amazing. How many lives do you think you've impacted so far?
So far this year, we've given uniforms to 27 schools.
27 schools?
Yes.
And in what areas?
And each school, we give an average of 100 uniforms. So we've given close to 2,800 uniforms.
That's incredible.
We were in Nairobi. We've done a school in Kakamega. We've done a school in Bondo. We've done a school in Ruiru. And most of them are within Nairobi. So, yeah.
That's amazing, Bill. Very, very proud of you. And
Thank
this
you.
is just a young Kenyan who stepped up and said, I can be part of the solution rather than complaining and feeling frustrated. Asante sana.
Thank you
Bless
so much.
you. We are talking so much about partnerships now. I would love at some point to see, as you take the shoes, that we support and come on board to take uniforms. This is what it's all about. Thank you both for making the time. Bilan, maybe a final word from you to Kenyans who are watching. What would you say to the country?
I think I take it as a personal responsibility to make sure that there's something happening around my community. If all of us can take it as a personal responsibility to change your small community, I think we'll be far away from where we are right now as a country.
Thank you, thank you. And Wangeshi, a final word from you.
I think I'll pick up from what my friend has said. It's not the big things that counts, it's the little ones. So the little thing that you can already start doing around where you are, that's where I think the difference now will start happening. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to the partnership that we have now established.
Yes.
So thank you very much. We shall pick it up from there.
Thank you both so much for being with us.